Hey guys, welcome back to another Katona's tutoring video with your host, Mr. Katona. Today we are going to look at a very quick video on how to graph linear equations using the input-output tables. So very quickly, for those of you in algebra who are learning how to graph, for those of you who might be younger, maybe you're in middle school and you're learning how to graph, this is a very simple tutorial video on how to graph using coordinate points. I know we're using input-output tables, but essentially they're the same. So in a function, I'm going to have an input value, an x, and an output value, a y. So in this case, I input 1, I get 2. So my first ordered pair that I'm going to graph is 1, 2. So if I look at my graph, I have my horizontal axis, my x, and my vertical axis, my y. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that I graph properly. X horizontally, Y vertically, and I need to find the middle. So if I look at my first ordered pair, I have 1, 2. So I'm going to look for X1, which is here, and then for Y2, which is here. And I'm going to find where they meet in the middle. And that's my first point. Notice how I did not put a point here or a point here, but instead I met in the middle and I put it directly where the two lines intersect, right in that middle. That's how we graph using ordered pairs. So my next point is going to be 2, 4. So I'm going to go 2, 4, boom, right there. My next ordered pair is 3, 6. Boom. My next ordered pair is 4, 8. Boom. My next ordered pair is 5, 10. Now look, I get a straight line with my points, and I'm going to draw my line. Boom. Done. That's actually pretty good. Guys, I cannot draw to save my life, and that's pretty straight. I'm proud of myself for that. But this is essentially how we graph linear equations. You have your input, your output, your input, your output, and then you graph. Now, there's other ways to graph. There's more complicated ways, but we'll get there in a later video. This is kind of the beginning, the intro, to help us learn how to graph and the ideas behind graphing. Now, let's look at the next graph. So again, I have my input outputs, and I'm going to graph them. So 3x, 2y. 3, 2. Then I have 6, 0. So when I get an ordered pair where one of my values is 0, that means it's going to be on that axis. So because x is 6, I'm going to go to the 6 on the x-axis because y is 0. If y was 6 and x was 0, I would go to the 6 on the y-axis, and that would be my point. But because it's x6, y0, my point's going to be right there. And then I have 9, negative 2, so I'm going to go 9, negative 2, meet right in the middle. Then I'm going to draw a straight line. That's pretty straight. And voila. Obviously, because it's going to continue, I can extend. And that's where it's not going to be straight. And make my arrows, because the line goes for infinity. But that's essentially how we graph, using input-output tables. Find your points, graph your points, get a straight line. Now, one last key little thing. With functions, you cannot have multiple y values for the same x value. Meaning, I can't have x be 3 and y be 2 for 1, and then x be 3 and y be 4. In an input-output table, in a function, when I input an x, I always get the same y. So if I input 3 for x, I should get 2 for y every time. If I get a different value, it's not a function, and this whole thing is out the window. That's just a key little point that I didn't want to miss. With that being said, that's how you graph using an input-output table. I hope you liked the video. If you did, leave a like. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Please tell a friend to tell a friend, tell your friends. Let's get this channel popular. As I get more subscribers, as we grow, I want to upgrade the production quality, but right now I'm kind of doing the bare bones because that's all I can afford right now. I might have given too much personal information, but hey. Anyway, have a blessed holiday, have a blessed day, and I'll see you next time.